History, according to Americans, is not just a record of dates and events, but a living pulse that travels through each generation with renewed meaning. It is a story that grows, breathes, and reinvents itself as citizens reinterpret the struggles and triumphs that built their nation. From the very beginning, Americans have viewed history as a mirror reflecting both their brightest victories and their most difficult reckonings. To Americans, the earliest chapters of their story begin with a deep sense of exploration, courage, and curiosity. The arrival of settlers on unfamiliar shores is often portrayed as a fearless leap into the unknown, an echo of the bold spirit that would eventually define the country. This era is seen as the foundation of an identity shaped by survival, resilience, and the hunger for opportunity. As the narrative continues, Americans often highlight the Revolutionary Era as a turning point where ordinary people rose to challenge an extraordinary empire. In their version of history, the fight for independence symbolizes the birth of a dream where voices matter, where freedom is sacred, and where unity in purpose can change the course of destiny. This moment stands at the center of their national pride. The writing of the Constitution becomes another monumental chapter, celebrated as a masterstroke of wisdom and vision. For Americans, this document is not just a political framework but a covenant built on hope, debate, and fearless imagination. It represents a commitment to fairness, human dignity, and the promise that power must always serve the people. In American storytelling, the expansion westward is often painted with vibrant strokes of ambition and adventure. It becomes a saga of pioneers who dared to chase horizons, though modern Americans increasingly acknowledge the complexities, conflicts, and injustices entwined with that expansion. Their evolving understanding adds depth to the traditional narrative, blending pride with reflection. The Civil War is remembered as one of the nation's darkest and most defining chapters. Americans often narrate this period as a struggle between two visions of their nation's soul. The triumph of unity, the abolition of slavery, and the sacrifice of countless lives are seen as reminders that progress sometimes demands painful transformation. This chapter remains a cornerstone of American identity. In the American lens, the late 19th and early 20th centuries symbolize relentless innovation and industrial might. This era is celebrated as the rise of an economic powerhouse fueled by inventors, dreamers, and immigrants who turned ambition into reality. Skyscrapers grew from the earth, factories roared, and new ideas shaped the modern world, creating an age of unprecedented momentum. World War II occupies a heroic place in American storytelling, often remembered as a moment when the nation stepped. The courage of soldiers, the unity of citizens, and the victory of democratic ideals are themes that continue to inspire deep national pride. This chapter is often seen as proof that America stands strongest when it stands for justice. The civil rights movement marks a profound era of awakening in the American perspective. It is recounted as a powerful reminder that history is not fixed, it bends when brave individuals push against oppression. Figures like Martin Luther King Jr., Rosa Parks, and countless unnamed heroes, honored as symbols of equality, hope, and the ongoing pursuit of a more just society. As decades progress, Americans often view their history as a continuous journey through challenges such as the Cold War, social reform, cultural revolutions, and emerging technologies. Each era is woven into their narrative as evidence of their ability to adapt, overcome, and redefine themselves in a fast-changing world. Their history becomes a living testament to resilience. In the modern age, Americans interpret history with a sharper awareness of diversity and inclusion. New voices, once overlooked, now enrich the national story with perspectives that reshape the understanding of past events. This evolving view highlights the nation's commitment to learning from its mistakes and embracing the many cultures that now form its identity. Ultimately, history according to Americans is a sweeping tale of ambition, conflict, reinvention, and hope. It is a reflection of a country that constantly examines its past to shape a better future. To them, history is not finished, it is a narrative that continues to unfold, chapter by chapter, through the dreams